Hi there, I'm meteorologist Cruz Medina, and today we're dealing with Canadian wildfire smoke. This is something we're going to deal with for several days here in the mid-state. So I want to show you what we have going on today, and this is going to be some air quality alerts for parts of the mid-state. So Stewart, Montgomery, Trigg, and Christian counties. Some of the larger communities in these areas that will be impacted are Dover, Cadiz, Hopkinsville, and Clarksville. So even if you're not in this air quality alert, not included in it, does not mean that you're not going to see wildfire smoke today. You'll notice that haze in the sky, but in these particular counties, the wildfire smoke could be making it down to the surface, and that could be unhealthy for certain groups of people. So let's talk about who falls in those groups. This is going to be any folks with cardiac or respiratory health ailments. You have something like asthma, this definitely applies to you. Keep in mind the wildfire smoke particles are so small and fine, they can enter your lungs when you're breathing them in. So if you have respiratory issues as it is, you might want to limit your time outdoors. This would also apply to young children and the elderly as well. So as we go through the next several days, this could only get worse before it gets better, and let's talk about why that is. So how is the wildfire smoke even making it here if it's all the way in Canada? Let's start with a look at the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we have upper level high pressure near the western Great Lakes. You could see that around that high pressure, the flow is actually clockwise. So that's the arrows that you're seeing here. And because that flow is going clockwise around it, look what it's doing right over those wildfires. It's going to bring that smoke down as the jet stream continues to dip down into portions of the East Coast and even areas like the Mid-South. So if we look down south today, those were the upper levels. At the surface, we actually have some smoke though, and you can see that it's thicker to our north. That's going to be where you're seeing some of these darker shades in areas like Boston, New York, Washington, D.C. Notice in areas like the mid-state, the orange is what's showing up here, and that is going to be near surface smoke, but it's not quite as thick as what we're seeing up there. But because the jet stream's taking a dive to the south right now, what is to our north has to make its way down south, and here's how it's going to get here. It's going to come in along a cold front. So now we're looking at the surface. Once again, that smoke is in place across a large part of the country. This cold front is going to bring the thicker smoke into our area. So as we go forward in time, this cold front is going to knock that high pressure to the south. You notice this band of almost a brownish color just to the north of the cold front. That is the thickest smoke. So tomorrow afternoon, maybe we'll have a little bit more surface smoke. I would not be surprised to see more air quality alerts issued and for more counties tomorrow. As we go into Thursday, it's going to be really thick over our area, especially through the morning and afternoon. But notice as we go through the evening, all of that orange, all of that smoke, the thicker stuff is going to be dropping to our south. So we'll start to see some improvement, some clearing of that wildfire smoke, but it's going to take all the way till Thursday night. So Thursday, if you're going to an event like CMA Fest, or you know you have to be outdoors for an extended period of time, be prepared for those unhealthy conditions as far as the air quality goes. As we go into Friday, we should start to see some improvement of that. We'll start to see blue skies again. Not to say there won't be any smoke left over, but this cold front is really going to help to clear out that thicker smoke, and we should see the skies stay generally clearer as we go into the weekend. So the one thing to worry about this weekend is going to be a rain chance for CMA Fest. You can catch updates online and on air. Keep in mind we also have our free WSMV4 First Alert weather app, where we'll also be posting more information about the wildfire smoke.